Hey guys, it's Austin-Sensei, and this is about Shield Hero. And before we begin to this video, I do want to say, no, I do not think it's okay to make fun of people that are victims, and people are going to twist whatever I said to however they feel. I really don't care. And there may be a little minor swearing here and there. I actually had to reshoot this because my last video got nuked by YouTube because it wasn't appropriate. Because I said too much truth. But anyways, this is a way of a censored down version because, you know, I actually want to get this video out to you guys without it having so many issues. So, a little background to this. But anyway, so, first off, I'm not going to go tell you, you know, Nafumi is the antagonist of this story. That's kind of a stupid move. Move of someone that doesn't, you know, read the manga or decide to do any research. But besides that competitive thing right there. But, so, the Shield Hero. From what I've seen online, Twitter, articles, and I mean, I read this article. I was actually recently with Justin. I did a video, probably going to post it in my Discord, so check it out. Wait for that, I guess. But it's just, people were complaining about how it is sexist and unethical, and the thing that makes me laugh is the people that are saying it's unethical to have false, you know, I'm not going to say the hard R word, I'm going to say rap, because YouTube is going to bend me over and fist me really very roughly, and I don't like that. I don't know about you, I don't got enough corn syrup for that. But anyways, yeah, yeah, no, you know what, it is unethical. That stuff happens in life. I mean, it's like they can't smell the coffee. This is portraying some real-world events that happened every day. I mean, I know someone that's been accused of it falsely, and he got his life ruined. I mean, I dated a girl that I later found out that just said that all the time, but it never really happened. That's the thing that pisses me off, because this stuff happens, and people are so insulted by a piece of fiction, for crying out loud, saying it's unethical, that shouldn't happen to him. Where are you people when it happens in real life? I don't get that. You cannot have your cake and eat it. You have to freaking be... If you're going to eat the damn burrito, you eat it the whole thing, damn it. We're not wasting here, not in this house. But it just pisses me off because these people complain about it in anime, but when it comes to real life, it doesn't matter, apparently. It's just, how stupid do you gotta be to think that's how it should work? How stupid, honestly. I mean, Shield Hero is honestly one of my favorite mangas. It portrays a part of my life that I've gone through. I've been wronged. I've been lied to. I've been thrown out of things because people made stuff up about me. That's just how it is. That's life. If you don't like it, if it hits too close to home, maybe you're the person that is like Malty, not mine. And I know how mine is her first thing. If you read the light novel, it's Malty. And don't get it mixed up with Mel. Mel is her sister, but a little kind of disclaimer here. I'm going to spoil stuff, so if you don't want spoilers, okay, don't watch this. But anyway, so going to the whole, you know, sexist part and making fun of the Me Too movement, a little later, I'm going to talk about the whole slavery thing that I think is completely freaking stupid, if you ask me. But the thing that, unlike in real life, Malty gets punished for lying. She admits it. She is forced to admit it, because she actually had the slave pact on her because she would not tell the truth otherwise. Her own mother did that to her because her mother knew she was lying. The queen is amazing. I love the queen in this anime, and it's just, she deserves the name that she got along with her father. And if you didn't know, she all did this because she didn't like the Shield Hero. The kingdom didn't like the Shield Hero. There is a church of the three heroes, and the Shield Hero isn't there because he's supposed to be with the demi-humans, or the beast. Notice how he isn't. And if you go further into the manga, I mean, we're only on episode 1, and I don't know why all this damn stuff is coming out right now. It's just like, it's stupid. It's only the first episode. It had more time than Goblin Slayer, yes, but Goblin Slayer had an issue. The freaking goddamn first episode that happened to the fighter, that didn't have any story for the actual plot. They made it dark, yeah, the atmosphere is dark, but the atmosphere is not the story. I had to clarify that. It just pisses me off because, oh, but Goblin Slayer had that. I don't care what Goblin Slayer had. Goblin Slayer's darker than this. And people that are saying Shield Hero is dark, you're stupid. It talks about real stuff. Like, people hating everyone because they have been mistreated. This stuff happens all the time, and people don't want to smell the coffee. I don't know what's wrong, honestly. It makes me upset. But going to like Goblin Slayer, the fighter didn't come back and decided to kill goblins after. I mean, that's what Sword of Meaning was supposed to be, but we never got that because they felt the need to bend and buckle. That's what I call Goblin Slayer, the bend and buckle thing. You don't bend to the Western audience. I'm sorry with certain things. You either go full in, full out. There's no in between. When you go in between, it becomes mediocre. That's how I would really describe Goblin Slayer. Yes, it did that first scene, but there was so much more of those scenes that I'm very like, really? If you're going to do the first one, might as well do the others kind of thing. And there's always a way around it, just talking about it. That's how I see it with Goblin Slayer. But going back to the whole Nofumi thing, we hear that why it was happening. Because, Malty didn't like him. He was in the way of her becoming the queen. To take the throne. Because, her sister, Melty, was actually going to be the queen. And she thought she could take two birds with one stone at one point, but it didn't work out. She goes out of her way to kill him. At everything that she has. So, saying this is making fun of the Me Too movement? No, it isn't. This man has been wronged. This happens in real life. And no, I don't think the punishment should be death like he wanted. No, they should be getting the charges that the guy was going to have. I think that's what it should be. I mean, there is charges now for that stuff because it's happening more, and it's sad because I know victims of the rap with all that kind of stuff, and it's just psychologically they're not there anymore. It's just they don't trust people. They have trust issues, and I feel for them because we have people that are coming out of nowhere making false accusations just because they don't like the person. I mean, the boy, I think it was in high school, I read an article that these 3 girls ganged up on him and claimed false rape allegations. It's just really just because they didn't like him. Okay, that's fair. Apparently no one batted an eye to that. No one let the boy live his life. I mean, this stuff has really lasting effects, and see, the thing I'm happy about in this anime, it doesn't last like in real life. As you know, it's fiction. It's not real. So, people. That's all I gotta say about that part. It's just, I'm happy that Nofumi gets his solution and Malty gets her own. That's how I feel about that. It's not. No, it's not making fun of it. If you see it that way, obviously anime is not your thing. I mean, me speaking as a man is probably very sexist. I'm so sorry. I really don't care. But now going to the whole slavery aspect of this really far stretch, and I really hope when people stretch this far, they did another stretch to kind of make sure they, don't hurt after, because it's pretty far. Oh, it makes light of the situation of slavery. And I know where they were going with this, and I'm going to just say this straight out right here. Slavery is not exclusive to any race. It has been a part of human history. It still goes on to this day, especially when you fight wars. If you are the loser of the war back in the days, you were either killed or enslaved. That's just the matter of the fact, and some people don't want to accept that. That's just how it is. I mean, if we want to talk about an enslaved race, we could talk about the good old, what happened, World War II. The Jewish people. They've been enslaved since Egyptian time. It's just, really. Come on. Why is everyone complaining about this stuff but doesn't go and try to change the world? I don't get that. That's my thing. If you are going to go and say this is bad, and it's actually ethical what you're saying is, well, if the situation's unethical and you want to make a change, I'm all for that. Go for it. If you don't and you just complain, I don't want to hear you complain. That's how I am. That's just how it should be. If you want to complain, do it. Just do the damn thing and just shut up if you don't. Kind of thing, I guess. But I know that pisses people off when I say the truth like that. But going back to the slavery point with Raffi, he got her as a slave. He paid for her. Yeah, unlike, slavery, she was treated like a daughter by Nofumi. Nofumi bought her stuff over him. He ate less food just for her. Yes, he may have used her as a weapon because for the simple fact he needed someone. And yes, he did protect her no matter what, and he helped her overcome her fear. He healed her when she was going to die. And all of a sudden he's a bad person because he owned her? What? He even had the chance, Raffi had the chance of leaving Nofumi. when Malty challenged good old, well, Malty, the spear hero, challenged Nafumi to a fight, and Malty removed the mark on Raffi so she can go where she wants. And Raffi, on her own accord, came to Nafumi and pledged her allegiance to him. Because Nafumi isn't that person that is horrible. He is just a person that is caught at the wrong time, the wrong place. He is persecuted multiple times for nothing, just for being a shield hero. And the funny thing is, he's the strongest hero out of all of them. I mean, his corrupted shield is enough to... We'll wait for that in the anime, but just saying that Raffi, that happened, that she's a slave and all that, I guess slave is in there, but it's different from what people consider slavery and make slavery as a horrible thing. Yes, slavery is a horrible thing, but at the end of the day, Nafumi didn't see her as a slave. He saw her as a daughter, and that whole, cold shoulder in the beginning is for the simple fact Nafumi didn't trust people. He started to only feel comfortable when Raffi got older, and he started to realize it's not as bad as he thought. Raffi's the main reason. They overcame their fears together, and I thought it was amazing, especially that a little romance started to bud. But it's just, come on, when you're saying that, especially when Raffi gets revenge on the person that enslaved her, that killed her friend. Apparently, that's not good enough. I mean, I think that was well perceived, and that's how it should end. Apparently, that's not good enough for social justice warriors, and I'm going to be real with you. If you can't handle this anime, do not watch anime. Anime is not for social justice warriors. I'm just going to say it straight out like that. It is not American-made entertainment. It is strictly Japanese, because we have Chinese animation, or Chinese anime, Korean anime, and we have American cartoons. That's the difference, so... if you can't handle the regular anime, don't care, don't want to worry about it. It's Japanese, not American culture, so piss off, to say the least. But going to, Fee now, the bird girl, and this one's stupid, I'm going to be honest. Oh, she was enslaved. No, she wasn't. Believe it or not, like Raffi, Nafumi raised Fee since she was a child. He treated her like a daughter, too. And her race, yes, likes to pull carriages, because that's what they are. That's just who they are. That's how it's written. And believe it or not, later on, she becomes the queen of her race. And it just pisses me off, because the simple fact that people are making it sound like he is a horrible slave owner. He is whipping these girls. He's making them do horrible things. But in reality, he only got them to protect them. Just like Death March. Sato got those girls to protect them from the horribleness of slavery, and if it doesn't speak for itself, I don't know what to say, because come on, you're giving the people somewhat what they want, and they're taking it and stabbing the author in the back. And I think this is one of the best freaking fictional stories in a while, besides Slime. It's just, I think it perceives a lot of topics the way they should be talked about. That this whole slavery thing isn't always what you think it is in fictional stuff. And I mean, anime always has some form. Any fantasy anime always has some form of slavery. And at the end of the day, yes, slavery is wrong. I just want to get that across. I mean, being a Polish descendant, it's just Polish people have been through horrible stuff. I mean, the Russians have done horrible things to us. I mean, if back in the day, I know people like to go back in the day about this, but in America, the early times, colonial times, if you owed money, you were a slave. That's just the matter of the fact. Whoever was rich was the slave owner. It's sad, but no one talks about that. But anyways, going back to this stuff, it's just Raffi was saved. I don't understand why people are making it sound like Fumi's just a horrible person. He's beating them with sticks and everything. I mean, we have another anime Outbreak company, and you see how horrible it is. This main character, I forgot his name, of how the slaves are treated there, and he feels bad. I mean, not slaves, servants, the demi-humans, and it's just, it makes you realize how horrible it is, and that's what it was supposed to get across. I don't understand what was in their mind that twisted and bent backwards. It pisses me off, because people take something that's for social justice and twist it. It's just like, There is no more social justice. There's only extreme versions of it, and it's just, I'm all for equality at the end of the day. I think you should be comfortable in your skin, your body. You should feel happy, and censoring this kind of stuff, censoring history is not going to change anything. When we realize the blemishes of humankind or human nature or the stuff that humans have done throughout history, we learn from them. We learn not to do them. Taking that away, we're going to repeat it. That's just my thing about that. But closing this up, honestly, if this anime insulted you, you cannot handle anime. Do not watch anime. It is not your thing. This isn't even that dark. I'm going to be honest. Goblin Slayer's darker than this. Berserk, Terraformers, Parasite. There's many more animes that are darker than this, and people calling this dark, I think, are a bunch of wusses. To be honest, just grow the hell up. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just, when it has an actual cause and someone says it's poor writing, lazy writing, it's just stupid. You know they didn't read ahead. Especially this Nick guy that wrote on the comic thing. I don't even remember the full website. Oh, but it's perceived better in the anime than the light novel. If you read the light novel, you should shut the hell up because you know the story. You do. So don't bull, everyone. We have a YouTuber that does it constantly. He does DXD all the time and he gets away with it. Mr. DXD himself, right? Yeah. But no, that's the issue with, I think that's Shield Hero is going to face. I don't think Shield Hero is going to bend and buckle like Goblin Slayer. I hope it doesn't. I hope it keeps it fresh. It keeps it to its source, and the source is freaking amazing. I highly recommend picking up the series. I think it is 50 chapters in. And yeah, I read within an hour about 32 chapters, and I was just like, oh, I really love rereading this. It made me feel happy because Raffi is just such a well done character, and it's just seeing these fears being perceived in a manga and people missing it. It's just it makes you wonder, how the hell did they graduate from high school? How did they? How are they writing on the internet? But then again, it doesn't take too much to write on the internet and on blog to find nothing. Look at PewDiePie. He's been castrated every freaking chance he gets while they get to do him. Just, it's sad. It really is, and I really hope this video does kind of calm people down and maybe change a couple of people's perspectives on this. So, conclusion, it is not making fun of the Me Too movement, or is it making light of slavery? It is showing what slavery was and what it did and how horrible it was. Yes, it didn't talk about it as much as people would like to, but if you did that, people would complain. So you're in the crossroads of, do we go too far? Do we go enough? Do we go stay in the middle? And it's just, you can't please everyone at the end of the day. That's how I see it. But anyways, guys, I cannot stress enough, share this video, please, to get this word out. And I really hope when this is out, I hope it can make everything a little bit better. I don't expect to solve the solution right away, but unlike others, I'm trying to fix this. I don't like Shield Hero having this negative stuff about it because it's not really there. It's just made up boogeyman stuff, honestly. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button and do consider the subscribe because I'll be covering Shield Hero mostly. But anyways, this is Austin-Sensei signing out. Peace.